Hi, I'm Vice Mayor Matt Orlando, and today is the latest Chandler In Focus segment. And I've done this before. We have a holiday session where I invite special guests in to talk a little bit about their um, what they do in this holiday season and how they help the less fortunate in our community. And today I am lucky. I have three individuals, as I indicated earlier, and today I am lucky to have Katie Kahle, who is from the director of the Chandler Care Center, which has been around for a while.
Yes, it sure has.
And Katie, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you
It's
so much for
excited to see
having
you
me. Thank you for having
again.
me.
Yeah. So tell us about the Chandler Care Center.
Sure.
What's your mission? What's your focus?
Sure. So the Chandler Care Center actually, as you said, started in 1995 and is a program of the Chandler Unified School District. And really, our mission is to provide access to a variety of resources for children and their families to help keep them stable and keep kids in school and succeeding. And we do that through a variety of programs. We have a family resource center that serves families with free programming, really targeting 0 to 5 families to help support parents and also get kids ready for school. We have a food bank that's open 12 months a year. We have our Chandler Children's Medical and Dental Clinic, which is a free clinic for children who are uninsured and live within the city of Chandler or attend a CUSD school. We have a diaper bank, and then we have several partner programs in our building, including WIC and behavioral health services. And we do partnerships with the city of Chandler for tax preparation and other things as well.
What's WIC? I'm sorry.
WIC is Women, Infants, and Children, and it's
Thank you.
targeted at pregnant or expecting women and their children up through their 5th birthday, providing supports.
So you have a myriad of professionals coming in and helping dentists, doctors, nurses, that type of thing?
Yeah, we do. We partner pretty significantly with Chandler Regional Medical Center to provide medical and dental services, and then also partner with volunteer providers in those clinics to really help serve the kids in our community, make sure they can stay healthy and stay in school. And our food bank also relies pretty heavily on volunteers as well as our holiday distributions.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I have a holiday flu already, so I'll try to stay tuned.
Yes.
So some exciting things you do. You have the December Holiday Assistance Day.
That's correct.
What is that?
You got it right. So our December Holiday Assistance Day is a partnership with Chandler Fire Department that we have done for many years. I've been with the Care Center for 11 years, and the partnership precedes my time there. And what we do is we register families in the community who have children birth through 18 who are in need of holiday assistance. And so really our goal is to be able to support those families in getting gifts for their children. So we register any family who has anything from one child all the way up to multiple children, and we get them signed up. And then on a Saturday in December, we join with the Chandler Fire Department and our community to provide those gifts to those families. They can take them home, their new unwrapped presents, and the families take those gifts home, wrap them for their kids, and give them to them for the holiday.
How many children do you think you served over the last few years?
Oh gosh, so
Or at least last year, maybe.
Yeah, so last year we served about 1,000 children.
Wow.
Yeah, and so this year we have about 1,100 children signed up to receive assistance.
Wow.
And it is all the way from birth up through 18. So we really look for the children at doing gifts. And then when we get into the teenagers, we really focus on gift cards.
Yeah.
Teenagers are notoriously a little difficult to shop for. So, and they love getting gift cards so they can go out and spend that money in a way that they want to.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
So what kind of volunteers you need for that? Must be a large undertaking. I know the firefighters help out, but
They sure do. Yeah. Yeah. So Chandler Fire is incredibly helpful, and they bring a lot of people to help as we prepare as well as the day of. And then we also partner with a lot of schools in the school district who send students out to help with that event. But we are looking for volunteers to help, not just with collecting donations, but also helping us kind of sort donations. Every item that comes through to us, we have to actually look at, decide what age group it's appropriate for, sort it, and then pre-bag it so that when the families show up that day, all they really have to do is show up, they get the bag, and then they can leave and go home.
so what kind of items do we need during the holiday season? What can we look at?
So
as our viewers are out here.
Sure, yeah. So we're there's a couple different ways that viewers can help. One is new unwrapped gifts. So really with kids, what we're looking at is items that are probably in the 25 or under range in terms of dollar amount. We don't want our donors to spend too much, really. It's not about the dollar amount of the gift. It's really about having the gift to be able to provide to the family so that they can make their holiday special. So we encourage donors
Excuse me.
to donate gifts that are around $25 or under. Again, new and unwrapped, and they can bring them to the care center to drop off. If they're doing a large donation collection and they need help transporting, they can also contact us and we can connect them with the fire department who may be able to help them with that. And then for teenagers, we're really looking for gift cards in usually the $10 or $20 range. We try to bundle them together so an individual teenager will get multiple gift cards. And then we encourage people to stay away from electronics because some of our kids don't have access to those really, but really to look at local food restaurants, movie theaters, entertainment, and
Right.
then traditional shopping places that teenagers like to go.
Yeah. No, that's a lot.
Yes,
There's a lot,
it
lot,
is.
lot of shopping. Yeah, Chandler Mall is a good place to go too, by
It
the way.
sure is. Yeah,
All
and
right.
actually Chandler Fire is doing a toy drive there in the beginning of
That's right.
December. So that information will be available on our website and social media as well as on theirs. But they do a toy drive, and if you donate a toy, you get a ride around the parking lot in a fire truck. And I know when my kids were little, they loved to be able to do that.
I still love doing
Yeah,
that.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I have to bring a couple of gifts though, otherwise I'll get that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know as a kid, I hate getting socks and shirts,
Yes.
but that's important too, right?
Yes, yeah, for sure. We typically stay away from clothing donations only because we don't collect information about what sizes kids wear. When we do receive those, what we do is usually partner with other organizations in the community that collect clothing to give out, including Child Crisis, Fans
Good.
Across America, and Ascend typically. So we kind of stay away from that. We're really we like to think of being the fun people. We want to give the kids the fun thing that they maybe otherwise wouldn't get. But we do welcome those donations and we'll distribute them as we can.
You know, I'm so excited because we're opening up the new care center at Galveston School, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, Galveston Elementary is getting rebuilt.
hmm
Really exciting for our community. The school is going to be beautiful. It's under construction right now, and I think will be done in about another year. So the students at Galveston will get to transition over. And then once that's complete, we're looking at hopefully being able to expand some of our space and services.
Yeah. You might not remember, what was your original location at?
Our original location was at San Marcos Elementary School.
That's what it was. Yeah,
Yes.
I was
Yes.
drawing my memory bank
Yep.
here.
Right
Yep.
there in downtown.
That's right. We were
Yeah.
there at San Marcos for a while, then you
Yes.
transitioned.
Yeah, we needed more space as the community grew. I think the district and the city recognized that, having more space to be able to provide more services was pretty essential.
You do a Thanksgiving thing too, right?
We do. Yes, we do a Thanksgiving Family Assistance Day. We have closed registration for that, but we have about 431 families who will come out the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and we will provide them everything they need to make a Thanksgiving meal, including a frozen turkey.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
incredible.
that's exciting to do that. We have about a minute or two left.
Okay.
It went fast.
It sure did.
Do you have any additional that you'd like to share with our viewers?
No, I think I just want to say thank you for, having us here and helping to elevate the conversation around the opportunity for, people in Chandler to get involved with helping others in the community. I know Chandler is an incredibly giving community and people are always looking for ways that they can give back. We encourage them to check our website.
Good.
It is chandlercarecenter.com, where they can go to get more information about our holiday events and really everything we do throughout the year. And then to also look at For Our City's website in Chandler as they list several opportunities throughout the city for people to get involved.
Katie, thank you very much
Yes,
for
thank
for
you.
being with us today. I know it went fast, but you got a lot of information out there for
Yes.
everyone, at least to get a feel for what's going on. And of course, we could always find out more information when we go to the website. And my next guest today is Miss Shelley Nelson with Ascend. Ascend's been around a long time, Shelley.
Yes, we have. We've been helping people struggling with hunger, poverty, and homelessness for more than 50 years.
Yeah, it was the old
Mhm.
St. Mary's Food Bank. No, what was it before?
We were the Chandler Christian
That's what it
Center
was, Chandler
before,
Chris. I
yes.
apologize. I just
No.
got a plug for St. Mary's Food Bank. So
Right.
it works out. Hey, everybody's equal opportunity. here. We
Exactly.
just want to help people.
Right. Lots of good work going on.
Now you've been there a short time,
Yes.
so we're excited to hear about your coming over to the Ascend and helping them out be a much stronger, viable organization. Thank you.
Yes, we're looking at ways to increase capacity as part of a program called Atlas with the Piper Foundation. And so we're forming a new development team with new employees, and we're excited for what lies ahead.
Oh, I'm sure Trinity
Mhm.
Donovan, who's the CEO, is excited to have you on board as
Yes.
well. So It's a great team out there. So,
Hmm.
okay. So Asen's been around for a while, 50 years. I know it
Hmm.
started as a food bank, really.
Yes.
And so tell us about the services you still do. That's your core competency, the food bank. But what are we doing? Well, in addition to that,
Okay, I'd be glad to tell you. So last year we gave away over 13,000 food boxes, and that meant providing over 800,000 meals, again, to people struggling with hunger, poverty, and homelessness. Just hunger is such a growing need
yeah.
in our community. With rising inflation and people still trying to recover from the effects of the pandemic, we see food insecurity as a need in our community. But it's really because of caring volunteers and generous donors and such a supportive community here in Chandler that we're able to do this work. But more than a meal, we help people with rent and utilities assistance. We provide shelter through our iHelp program. And then we also help people learn and grow and develop, from children, newborns, all the way through seniors. We have early childhood learning, parenting classes, and senior activities as well.
So yes, and you do a lot. And I did
Hmm.
visit several times. I visit the child care and the parent, and I
Yes,
love how that works, where the parent is helping with the child,
yes.
reading and developing together.
Hmm.
So there's relationship there.
Exactly. The children who come to our early learning center are really getting ready for kindergarten, and they're preparing to succeed in life as well. And their parents are learning and growing right along with them, learning how to support their children in their education so they get off to a great start in life.
That's an exciting program amongst a
Mhm.
myriad of programs. The homelessness, the rental assistance. I know
Yes,
during the pandemic, I sent a lot of folks your way to help
yes.
get that. You moved a lot quicker, in all fairness, than government could do, and I certainly
Okay.
no slam against our local. We do a great job, government. I'm not getting any phone calls from my internal folks, but you do a great job, and
Mhm,
with in tandem, the
mhm.
ability for us, the entity, with our capacity issue to send folks to you and vice versa, that worked out really well.
Yes, we're so pleased to work with this city.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that was an outstanding opportunity
Hmm.
to support the residents in need, just make sure they got the care that they needed during that time frame.
Yes.
But we still have that issue, as you know,
Hmm.
it's still an issue out there for us to house folks, and we're still working that one.
Yes, we see new faces every day. The demand is growing. We're helping people with life's most pressing needs, and
Yeah,
they don't stop during the holidays as well.
right. And the
Hmm.
iHope program, that was about working with the
That's the Interfaith
right.
Homeless program. And we work with a number of faith based churches and agencies here in Chandler to provide a nourishing meal as well as a safe place to sleep every night of the year for adults experiencing homelessness.
Well,
So it really provides stability and helps people get back on their feet.
oh, that's outstanding.
Hmm.
So, being the holiday season, what are we doing
Yes.
special with the holiday seasons?
Oh, we have some Thanksgiving food boxes and Christmas food boxes that are specially designed to help people enjoy a traditional meal. We'll have food boxes are provided every day of the week, Monday through Friday, and some special distributions on Saturday, November 18th for Thanksgiving, as well as Saturday, December 16th in advance of Christmas.
So you do that every
Mhm.
year, though. So yeah.
Yes.
So the
Hmm.
Saturday before Thanksgiving, the Saturday before Christmas, you
Hmm.
have the special food boxes,
Right.
and that must
For
mean a lot
holiday.
more volunteers.
Yes, it does mean a lot more
So
volunteers.
how can I get involved as a volunteer?
Volunteers can go to our website where they can, if they're a first time volunteer, fill out a form indicating their interest. If they're a returning volunteer, they can then sign up to come and volunteer in our food bank. And we also have a program called Operation Santa with the Chandler Compadres, where we'll be providing Christmas gifts to children newborn through age 17. And our viewers can actually find information and details about how to get involved on our website under the volunteer tab.
So
Hmm.
you got the still the food drive going, obviously.
Yes,
So you need volunteers for that. Obviously, the
yes,
kitchen and all that area. I was in there one day. I just know how you keep that straight. I mean, dozens and dozens of boxes being filled and
yes,
pulling this out and list, and oh, it was chaotic.
Right. We have a wonderful manager, Paula, who keeps
Yep.
everything organized and rolling. And
To me, it was chaotic, but she had it all handled. Everybody knew what they had to do, the assignment. It was
Exactly.
really cool to see.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I swore she was in the military because it was boom, 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 get it done, get it. It was so much fun, though. It was really so much fun.
Uh-huh.
So we do the special food box in the holiday season. We do the toy drive, which again,
Yes.
somebody could drop the toy off.
Yes, they can drop toys off at Ascend or at one of our collection sites. And those details for those toy drives will be on our website as well.
Excellent.
Mhm.
So I know you have a lot of success stories, but
Yes.
can you give us, our viewers, one success program you think is working well?
Yes, one of the most recent ones that I learned about was Robert.
One
And
more time.
his name was Robert.
Robert.
And last summer, Robert was living in his car and he was driving out of his car for Uber to try to make a living. And what had happened was that Robert had been diagnosed with cancer for the third time, and the stress of that illness led he and his ex-wife to divorce. And so he was driving one day and suddenly he was hit from behind and his car was totaled and hauled away, and he was taken to the hospital in an ambulance. And so while he was in the hospital receiving treatment, his shoes and socks were lost. And so he was released from the hospital in 115-degree weather barefoot. And he was, struggling. He had lost everything. He said that his car was everything to him. So he then had heard about Ascend, and he walked straight to Ascend, and he learned about the shelter, the employment services, the case management, the food, all of the resources and programs and services that are provided at Ascend. And right away, his caseworker saw that he would be eligible for the iHelp program. And so that night, he was having a hot meal. He had a safe place to sleep. He could get rest. He could restart and kind of stabilize and get moving in a new direction. So he did apply for rapid rehousing with the city of Chandler, and he is qualified. He has a voucher. He received job search assistance, and he started a new job on Monday. So he's very excited about that. He's looking forward to the holidays where he'll have his daughters come and join him, and they'll be watching football and enjoying the holidays together.
Wow.
So that's one of the stories of a life that has gone from living on the streets to finding employment and shelter, and now looking forward to a new home.
Wow. That's outstanding. Thank you. It's
Yes, you're welcome.
one soul at a time.
Yes, it is one person at a time.
Yeah. So how can our audience, we're running out of time. How can our audience stay updated on what's happening at Ascend?
Oh, the best way to stay updated about what's happening at Ascend is on our website, which is AZCEND, ascend.org. And there you can sign up for our free e-newsletter to get the latest news and hear more stories of these victories and life change.
Hey, thank you very much for joining us today. And our next guest is Jeff Christensen, working for the Community Resource Specialist for the City of Chandler. You've been here about 4 months now.
That's right.
We're excited to have you on board.
Thank you.
And you also work for the 4R Cities as well, correct?
Right. Yeah. For 4R City Chandler, I'm on the 4R City Chandler board prior to coming on at the city. And so it's just been a great kind of meshing of the two together in a sense. I mean, certainly love both of them.
So tell us some of the ways to give back to Chandler community during this holiday season. What are we doing to support that?
Yeah. Well, I would really point people towards kind of three main things overall. I mean, number one, finding ways to volunteer. There are a myriad of ways in our community that someone can volunteer and give back. So volunteering, but also donating, whether it's food or gifts or financially. And then the third way is simply by helping publicize things. These days, we live so much of our lives on social media that when anyone in our community comes across just something that resonates with them, a great cause, a great organization, we also want to encourage everyone to help spread the word, help share things online, help just increase the influence of some of the great organizations and causes that are out there. So those are some of the kind of core ways. But then other ways, even here at the city, that people can get involved kind of during the holidays or through a couple of great programs that we have. One is called Golden Neighbors, that is focused on helping seniors living on a fixed income in our community through practical things like just everyday goods like food and hygiene items and things like that, as well as resources to help with large repairs that are needed in their homes. Really a variety of things, but there are ways through Golden Neighbors that people can get involved even during the holidays as we're hosting celebrations for them and pouring back into them. And then another one is through Change Up, which is a program here at the city that's focused on residents that are unhoused that are that through Change Up, they can get resources that are available to them to help with food, medical care, housing, but it really gives them long-term solutions to their problem. And it's a program, instead of giving handouts to people, that's one of those programs that's a real hand up to get them out of their situation. So there are special things through the holidays that each of them are doing, as well as our housing program, our senior housing, as well as the youth in our housing program. But then also we always encourage people to get involved through local nonprofits like the Chandler Care Center, like Asen, as well as ICANN and the Salvation Army. So we always encourage people to look for those great organizations here locally that they can spend time with or donate to really make a difference during the holidays.
Yeah, there's no lack of opportunity, that's for sure. Right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So let's go. I know we talk about the Golden
Golden Neighbors?
Neighbors.
Yes.
Do we actually service them ourselves, or we work with other agencies?
We do. We work with the other agencies throughout the whole year, and with special programs for them. Most recently, there's a great opportunity to engage with an outside organization focused on helping seniors with technology, whether it's their phones or a tablet or a myriad of things that are often confusing to anyone, I think, of most any age.
Including me.
But especially sometimes seniors can struggle a little bit. And so there are resources like that we want to provide to seniors that are in our community, just to enrich their lives, to also just provide community for them with other seniors. But we're really focused on, that program, engaging other organizations to partner with to serve this population.
And we talked about the children, the
Change Up?
Change Up. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's for homeless.
It is primarily
And
focused,
The whole idea is to there's a lot of professional panhandlers out there. I
Right.
think folks don't realize that there truly is a profession.
That's right.
And there's also those that truly in need. And what we decided to do a few years ago, I believe, is you text.
Right.
And
You text Change Up to 44321, and then that donation again goes into a fund that is facilitated through For Our City Chandler, that again provides resources for those residents that are experiencing kind of homelessness. To, like I said, it's a myriad of things really for them, all focused on getting them a permanent solution so that they're off the streets. But it takes care of some primary needs, like I said, if they need food, if they need medical care, if they need temporary housing while we're trying to find a permanent solution, it provides for that as well. So it's really a powerful way for people to give back in a way that's not, like you said, kind of facilitating or supporting people that may be doing something that's not as worthwhile as we would hope. But this definitely provides a better, more strategic, stronger way for people to make a difference in the lives of this population.
So what other ways can we encourage our community? Well, let me go back to For Our City. That was established many years ago.
Yeah.
That's a group of individuals from not only businesses, but other organizations in our
Right.
city, congregations. They put together and they do projects throughout the year as a community event versus, we just did one recently.
We did. For Our City Chandler was established about 10 years ago, has been doing so much good work over the years. Most recently, though, we, again, partnered with the city for Our City Day, which saw 1,200 volunteers from throughout our community come together to serve one local neighborhood that is in our city. And so they did work from painting houses to landscaping to painting it kind of the exterior wall of the neighborhood. And then it culminated with a great neighborhood celebration in one of the parks there. And so it ended up being just a great day of seeing our community come together for a greater cause and to serve others. And that's really at the heart of For Our City Chandler. It is, like you said, I mean, it is a network of nonprofits, the city, faith-based organizations and businesses that are all focused on serving the less fortunate in our community, as well as seniors and veterans. I mean, it kind of goes on, but it's really a powerful organization for serving others and making a difference.
Wow. Jeff, our time has run out.
Mm.
I got about 1 minute. Anything
Sure.
else you want to share with us?
Sure. Well, one thing that I would share from For Our City is often I think people are struggling with, they want to do something good, they want to give, but they don't know what organizations are reputable, what nonprofits maybe are reputable, and so we put together a community resource guide
Oh, excellent.
that is available on our website at forourcitychandler.org. And so you can find this. It's got a variety of organizations that have all been vetted that are focused on youth, on seniors, on veterans, and just a wide variety of things. So it's a great way if people in our community and want to get involved, they want to volunteer, they want to give, they want to serve. It's a great way to kind of find some really reputable organizations that they can get involved with.
Sir, you really did a great job in this few minutes that we had today, Jeff. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for joining the city. It's exciting to see some new faces here and that are helping us go toward the next step and helping our community have a great quality of life.
So yeah, thanks so much. I'm so glad to be here.
Welcome aboard.
Great.
Oh, wow. We had a lot of good conversation today with Katie and Shelley and Jeff. I want to thank them for being here today and sharing a little bit about their story of how individually as well as collectively we could have a better community out there, whether it's holiday drives for food banks, seasonal giving. It just plays a critical role in our community and helping those less fortunate. But together, let us work together to help to make this holiday a little bit more time of enjoyment and pleasure for those of us that are and less fortunate than us. So thank you for joining me in this latest segment of the Chandler in Focus, and we'll see you next time. Have a great holiday season.